Good afternoon and welcome to day 14 of our guided meditations together. Let's go ahead and drop right in. It is windy here in Ohio today, and it feels so literal, right? Like change is moving in. There is a lot of energy moving right now, and I think we're seeing it reflected in our relationships and our businesses and our children. There's a lot going on. So today what we're going to do is ground in and then just see what is ready to be looked at. So go ahead and plant yourself on your chair, on the floor, on your bed, wherever it is that you do your meditations. Yep, and let yourself arrive here. So if you're like most people I've been talking to, it's hard to ground, or that's the story that we're telling ourselves. It's hard to be here. There's so many things that need my attention, so much to get done, so much happening. So feel yourself coming into your body. And by that I mean feel your body. So feel your legs with your feet on the floor or stretched out in front of you. Feel your bottom sitting on the chair. So notice, what does the chair feel like? How does my body feel as it's sitting here? Yeah, you can lean yourself further back against the chair or the headboard. And then notice how you are supported. Right here in this moment, you can choose to let your back relax, your shoulders drop, like it's okay. It's okay to be fully here. You've claimed this window of time for yourself to be present and to tune in and see what's going on in my body, in my mind, in my soul right now. Good. And then let yourself register how the floor, the bed, the chair is dense, heavy, solid. It's made up of matter, and that matter has a weight to it. And gravity tugs at that matter and weighs it down so that it's fully stationary in this moment. And because you're sitting on that surface, you can match the vibration of that chair or bed or floor. So you become dense. You become solid matter that is pulled by gravity, that isn't going anywhere right in this moment. Yeah, and notice if that brings up resistance in you, like, I am not going to be tied to this spot. I am not staying here. I have somewhere to go. Yeah, I get it. Staying here means you might have to feel something. You might have to be with an emotion or a memory. You might have to focus on your own stuff and not everybody else's. Yeah, being here can feel scary sometimes. So just notice that, love your body through it, love that beautiful mind that keeps us so safe. And then focus again on how dense and heavy the chair is, how solid the floor feels, how gravity pulls matter down. Good, and then notice how you're starting to feel heavier yourself. You're arriving here in this body, in this moment. Yeah, for some of you, this might take just a minute. For others, it might take 10 minutes or an hour, where all you're doing is just gently tugging your energy and your body into this one moment, this one place. So don't judge it, right? If it takes a while to do that, just pause the recording. Take your time. Let your body register that it's safe for you to be fully present. And then focus on your breathing. So slow your breathing down. Loosen your jawbone, relax your core muscles, and let your body feel that it is totally safe right here in this moment to be aware, to be present. Good. Good, and if it feels right to you, you can open up your feet and you can just create the pathway. We might not be moving anything through the pathway right now, but visualize how in your body energy could run from your very busy brain all the way down through your physical body to your legs. So right at the root chakra, at the hips, the energy could divide, and then it could run down your legs all the way to your feet. And then your feet open up, and anything that doesn't serve you or that you want to move in this moment, you can just run at your feet into the earth. But more importantly, you've created a pathway inside of yourself so that when it feels scary to be here, or an emotion comes up and it gets your heart beating fast, or it brings up anxiety, you can be with the emotion, and then when you're ready, just send it down your body through that pathway to your feet, and then let it just be a wave of emotion that moves through you. Good. Go ahead and lean yourself back again. Let your body relax so you can lean against the chair back or the headboard. Tune back into your breathing. There you go. Good. Okay, so today we're going to look at feelings. Feeling the feelings. It seems to be the message in so many of the reports and podcasts that I hear or listen to. Feeling the feelings instead of running from them or redirecting them and projecting them at other people. Actually feeling our own feelings. When I was preparing to start the meditation, instantly the image of the Inside Out characters popped up in my head. And I'm like, really? The Inside Out characters? Like, we're going to use cartoon images to talk about feelings? But it feels appropriate for today. So if you haven't seen that movie, I highly recommend it for any parent, any child, any grandparent, any aunt or uncle, any teachers, right? There is such wisdom in there for anyone who interacts with children. And such wisdom for us adults. So there are 5 characters in Inside Out: joy, sadness, fear, disgust, and anger. And maybe there are many more emotions that we could categorize, but for right now, we'll just play with those 5. So what we're going to do is sit with each one first and feel, touch, allow whatever comes up to come up. And then we'll run it through that pathway down into our feet and then release it into the earth and let it just be an emotion, a wave that moves through our bodies. You may find that you need to pause the recording and you have a half hour where you're sitting with one emotion and memories are moving and you're crying or you're angry or you're yelling or you're, I don't know, anything, right? It's just moving through you. That would be a beautiful experience to actually feel it and then let it be an emotion that goes out. So this meditation may take you just the amount of time of listening to my recording, or it may be something that you stop and you come back to many times today or even over the weekend. I invite you to really try integrate or apply this process in your own meditation space so that you can heal these places that we often don't want to go look at. You can look at some of the wounds and realize a lot of it is just story. A lot of it is a big scary monster that we haven't wanted to pull out of the closet, but when you pull it out and sit next to it or throw a lasso around it, like one of my favorite children's books, it dissolves. It dissolves and it's just you with the lasso and there's nothing there. So I invite you to explore this in whatever way feels right to you. We'll move through those 5 at a decent pace. I'm still going to try keep the meditation to 15 to 20 minutes. So we'll move through it and just see what feels right. But there's a space holding here that can support you doing some of your own work at a deeper level. If it feels heavy, if you feel stuck, reach out to your friends, your family, those that you trust, to a coach. Get the support that you need. But the invitation is to do the work, to be with what is coming up for yourself and stop hiding or running from it, because it actually will start to move when you sit with it. All right, so go ahead and plant your feet again on the floor. Yeah, we'll start with sadness. Okay, so I want you to imagine that this character named Sadness, she's blue and she talks like this and she's very sad and she doesn't have anything good to say. Imagine she can just scoot up right next to you and sit down on your left or your right. This blue character. Yeah. And then just by her energy, her vibration of sadness holding space for you, see what comes up in your own body. You might feel a contraction somewhere in your body. You might have a memory pop up. You might just start crying. That's okay. Crying is just energy moving. It's a release. It's a positive thing to have it come out. There might be a word that pops up or a name of a person. Yeah, I invite you to just sit with it. Just sit with whatever is coming up. Let your body register safety. You're sitting in meditation space with the emotion, the feeling of sadness. And if it feels like some of that is ready to move, you can just run that down through your body to your feet. Open your feet up and let it just be a wave of emotion that moves down and out through your body into the ground. From there, the earth can take that and recycle that. And if another wave or memory or image pops up, sit with that. One of my favorite scenes in the movie was when sadness sat next to joy, and joy had been running and dodging from sadness the whole time. And sadness just sat next to her and put her arm around her and just said, I know, sometimes it just hurts. And there was such love in the sadness, such support being offered. Good. All right, if you need more time, go ahead and pause. I'm going to go through the releasing and then we'll move to the next emotion. So imagine from the top of your crown chakra, right above your hairline, all the way down through your body, any part of you that has a match to sadness that is ready to release in this moment can just be a wave of energy. It's going to move from your crown chakra right down through your body, through your head, down your shoulders, all the way through the core of your body to your legs. And then that wave of emotion is just going to wash down through your legs, all the way out to your feet, into the earth. It's a feeling that you have felt and that you can come back to and touch again and again. Good. All right, let's invite in joy. We'll bring joy in next. Yep. So it's funny, sometimes we actually don't want to feel joy. It's more comfortable to feel sadness or anger or disgust. Joy can be scary, right? Like actually allowing ourselves to feel the fullness of joy. Many of us run. We run the other direction from feeling that. So if you can imagine, joy is going to come up on either side of you. In the movie, she's this little cheerleader, blonde ponytail with happy smile and cute little bouncy outfit and just be popping around, right? Can't sit still. Go, go, go. Imagine she can just slide up next to you and she can hold your hand or put her energy right up against your body. And notice what it brings up in you. So perhaps you melt right into that feeling of joy. Perhaps you stiffen up or you pull away or you're literally trying to run away from the joy. See if you can feel the grounding and bring yourself back to center. And let yourself just sit with the emotion of joy. Yeah, just feel in your body any contractions, any resistance, any tightness. that brings up memories or hope or longings, wishfulness, regret. Just feel whatever that is that comes up. If you're ready to run some of it down, just send it down the pathway, all the way into the earth. Let it be recycled. Joy can come back as sadness, or it can come back as more joy, or it can come back as peace. Let it just be an emotion that moves through you. Good. And then see if you can allow another wave of that to come in. So perhaps now you're willing to sit straight and let joy lean against you. So notice how you feel as more joy matches up with your energy vibration right now. Yeah. Feel it in your body. See the images or the relationships or the names. Yep, and then feel your feet planted firmly on the ground. If you need more time, go ahead and pause. We're going to keep moving through. So I want you to imagine from the top of your head, right above your hairline at the crown chakra, you can just resonate with anywhere in your body that has felt or would love to feel or will feel in the future joy. And just run it right the way down through your body as a wave of emotion, moving down and through, all the way down to your legs, and then it divides and it runs down each leg, into the feet, through the feet, and out into the earth. Good, good. All right, give your body a moment. Let your body just feel, here I am. There's a lot of emotion. There's a lot of feeling that can happen in this physical body. And that's all it is a feeling with all these stories attached. Plant your feet. Let yourself feel grounded. Here you are in this moment, just doing some energy work in meditation space. Good. Let's bring in disgust. Yeah, we didn't have that. Disgust. All right. Disgust, her character was, if I remember right, she had on some green clothes, and she just had this sort of snobby little tone of voice. Nothing was going to be good enough. Nobody was worthy of what she was doing, right? There is definitely a superior energy to her. So imagine you can just plant disgust right next to you. And then feel in your body what happens to your energy when disgust arrives. So you might be like, yeah, bring on the disgust. I totally agree. I feel that. I am that. Or you might be pulling away, like, I don't want to be around that energy. Yeah, just notice what's happening in your body. If there's an image that comes up or a memory, just go ahead and sit with it. Maybe you were on the receiving end of disgust, or you were the perpetrator who victimized someone else through disgust. Whatever it is, look at your story about it. Not what you tell other people they're doing or what you judge others as doing, but what you experience with disgust. Yeah. And if it's self-disgust, allow your heart to maybe become a little soft, a little tender. Like, where did that come from? Right? I know I'm a soul having a human experience. I know I'm a beautiful heart that has love to share with the world. Where did I learn disgust? Why do I internalize that? You may have to pause here for a moment. Sit with it, feel it. Yeah, and when you're ready, just open up the bottoms of your feet and let the earth pull from the bottom, tugging anything in your body that wants to release that old story, that old judgment about disgust. Imagine it can just be pulled down through your body into the earth to be recycled and purified. Good. Good. And then you may have to come back and look at this a couple more times or sit with it a little bit longer. Yep, just let it be energy that moves. Memories that are old stories that you can change in an instant once you sit with them and you don't run from them. Good. And then go to the top of your crown chakra, above your hairline, and just feel any place in your body that has a match to disgust. You can just let it wave through your body. Energy moving all the way down and through to your legs, and then run it down your legs and into the earth to be purified. Good. Let your body relax. Okay, two more. Let's do fear. So fear, he was such a cute character in Inside Out. He was this little guy, tall, skinny little guy, and he had a notepad, and he was writing down lists of every single thing that made him afraid. The child was starting school at a new school, and he came with all the possible, probable things that might perhaps somehow maybe go wrong. And then he dropped the list, and the papers went everywhere. And so everything he was afraid of actually came into existence. So imagine you can just get this fidgety, anxious little guy to sit right next to you. Yeah, fear. Oh, fear. There's so much there, right? Okay, this one might take you several run-throughs, and it's what you'll clear for today, and you might come back, and you might do this exercise a million times, and fear will keep showing up. It is one of our greatest teachers. Greatest teachers. So for today, don't give yourself the impossible task of all fear will eventually be removed, and my body will never have fear again. Clear what is ready to clear in this moment. Give yourself that out, right? So notice what comes up in you when you feel fear. Contractions in your body, any pulling away, any memories, images. Good. Yeah, you might even notice you're a little numb. You're a little numb to fear. For many of us, it chatters in our head all the time, right? All the things that could go wrong, all the places where we're not measuring up. So just notice that energy is going to follow where you put your attention. So if you visualize that you're moving the fear out, after you sit with it and feel whatever is there, the energy of fear is going to follow the pathway you create, and it will start to move out of your body. So go ahead and just visualize in this moment what levels of fear are just ready to move down and through. All the way to your legs, and then run it down your legs and out into the ground. Yeah, and then come back. And this time you might actually have a stronger match to the vibration of fear after you clear out some of the numbness. Victim is a word that I often associate with fear. You know, we believe the world is out to get us or against us, or everyone has an agenda that involves persecuting us somehow. And yet what's so funny is those people we think are trying to victimize us often are so busy with their own stories, they aren't even thinking about us at all. So much of fear is illusion. It's story. It's the collective consciousness, right? Everyone buying into needing to be afraid. So don't worry about all of those people out there in this moment. Just feel you sitting next to this little character named fear, and see what it brings up in your body. Yeah. Sit with it. Feel what comes up. If it's a memory or a relationship or a story, maybe ask the question, what am I learning? Why is this showing up for me? What is fear pushing me towards? Because there's likely some expansion on the other side of it. There's some growth if you move through the fear. Good. We're going to keep moving with the process, but you can pause or come back to this as you need to. So go to the top of your crown chakra again, above your hairline. In any place in this moment that is ready to release the attachment to fear or move fear out through your physical body, just go ahead and start running that all the way down, just a wave of emotion moving through your body all the way down to your hips and then down both of your legs. You can clear it out of your root chakra as you go. So just imagine a wave of salt water, sea salt water can just come rushing through that root chakra and then go down the legs and run all the way down into your feet and out into the ground. All right, and we're going way longer than I thought here, but let's just go to the last one. The last one of anger. Anger is hysterical. He's so funny in this movie. He's this short little red steam engine, and every time he doesn't get what he wants, his steam engine erupts and he's like, roar, which is so fun for any personality templates that match that, because you get to see how fun it looks on screen. So imagine you can bring anger, this little red steam guy, right up next to you. You can plant him down and notice what comes up in you as you sit with anger. Yeah, some of you might be like, yes, I love this guy. Others might be going, oh, no, 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 not anger. I don't like anger. Let's avoid that. Let's go the other way. Just notice whatever it brings up in you. Yeah. If it brings up an image or a memory, maybe explore that. And again, it's with the filter of, what am I to learn? Why is this emotion, what is it bringing up in me, or why is it showing up here? What does it feel like to sit with the feeling of it instead of project it out at somebody else or avoid it and stuff it down? Good. All right, so in the interest of time, you can sit here longer if you need to, but let's do one scan of anger. So from the top of your crown chakra at your hairline, you just want to feel any matches in you that have experienced the feeling of anger and is ready to move it or release it. Just let that emotion start to wash through your body. So all the way from the top of your head. Any place connected to anger can just run straight down through your body. It's a wave of emotion moving down and through, all the way to your root chakra, and then it washes through again with sea salt water and goes into your legs, and then anger can just run down your legs, and the earth can pull from the bottoms of your feet any place in your body that is ready to move anger out in this moment. Yep. And then let the earth do one last pull from the bottoms of your feet. Any of those emotions that in this moment you're ready to release, the earth can just pull down and out and through. Good. Good. And then let's bring through your system from the top of your body, if you can imagine like a rinsing of love energy, of golden energy from Source or God. If you can just picture like a cleansing and a healing quality of a wave of emotion and energy, it can just move through from the top of your body and fill in any of those places where perhaps you were left empty before. So you can just feel that filling in any of the empty spots all the way through your body, right to your legs, and then straight down your legs into the earth. There you go. Yeah, and that should feel calming to your system after all of that energy and emotion that you were moving. Good. A couple of big breaths. I didn't realize we were going to do all of that today, but it feels important. So there's a lot here. Anytime you move a lot of emotion or energy, my suggestion is always to drink a lot of water, fill your body back up, right? We are water beings, water bodies, so fill yourself back up. Be gentle with yourself. Perhaps do some journaling about what came up. If it feels unsettled, reach out to a friend or somebody you trust and get your support. But the work right now is to be with these emotions, to feel them, to not be running and hiding from them, but just to gently love ourselves right through it into whatever is coming next. Okay. So much love from my heart to yours today.